Hey everybody, Pastor Frank coming to you live via a recorded message from the recording studio here at Grace United Methodist Church, otherwise known as my office. You see behind me the world famous Pez collection. So if you get bored during the video, just zoom over there and check some of them out. They're really awesome. I want to welcome you to the page. Maybe this is your first time to watch one of these videos, or maybe you subscribed recently. I want to thank you for that. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit that link on YouTube so that you can get these messages regularly, and send a special word of welcome out to our congregation at Grace United Methodist Church in Sherman. As I was driving in this morning, I filled up my trusty giant coffee cup, which is actually Christy's that I stole a while ago. A few years ago for her birthday, we got Christy a French press so that she could make her own coffee at home, and we could get rid of our Keurig coffee maker with those little annoying plastic things and the coffee doesn't really taste that great. So we make our own coffee at home. And I had never drank coffee regularly before then. This was like 3 years ago. So for the first 44 years of my life or so, I hardly ever drank coffee. But the last 3 years, I've been drinking it almost every day. And I don't drink it because it gives me a buzz. It doesn't really wake me up in the morning. I drink it mostly because of its warmth and its comfort that I get from it. I don't know, that's kind of weird. But I was driving in my car the other day and I noticed that all along the door of my car, all along the center console of my car are coffee stains. And the other day I came in to church wearing a beautiful white fresh pressed shirt from the cleaners. It looked amazing. There was not a single wrinkle on the thing. But when I sipped my coffee, splash. And then splash down on the shirt tails. So you can tell just by driving in my car, or occasionally by the condition of my shirt, that I'm a coffee drinker. And I thought about that this morning as I was driving in, with this giant coffee cup next to me, hoping it didn't spill for the 18th time this week. How do people know that we're Christians? But being a Christian doesn't leave a stain on your shirt. It doesn't leave a mark on your car. I mean, I guess you could put a bumper sticker on your car, but how people know that we're Christians is how we live our life, how we interact with people, how we invite people to know the gospel and to be a part of the new thing that Christ is doing in our world. We live in very uncertain and uncomfortable times, and we live at a time when the church's influence is decreasing more and more. And that puts the onus on us as followers of Christ to be His voice. And people talk about being the hands and feet of Christ, and they talk about doing good things in the community, and those things are wonderful. That's a great thing. But I'm thinking today about being the voice of Christ. When we talk to other people, when we share our faith, share this video with somebody, what are we saying? What are we believing? The Apostle Paul opens one of his letters by saying, I beg you to lead a life worthy of the gospel of Christ. What does that mean to you? To live a life that's worthy of the gospel. It probably doesn't mean that you need to be perfect and never make any mistakes. But it probably also means that what you do and what you say matters. It matters to Christ. It matters to people who know Christ and who represent Christ. And it matters to people who have no idea who Christ is and who have all kinds of false perceptions of what the church stands for. So today, as you're driving into work, or as you're sipping your 8th cup of coffee this morning, whatever's going on, if you spill a little bit of that coffee, remember that we're meant to live a life that reflects the gospel. What kind of messages are we sending? What are we communicating to people that says, this guy, Frank, this person is a Christian? This is what it means to follow Christ. So I invite you this week in your prayer life, in your devotional life, to consider what it means to you to live a life worthy of the gospel, and think about what are the impressions you're making on people to live out your faith. Have a great weekend. We'll see you soon, and we'll see you in church this Sunday, Grace. Take care.